Canada, I am giving you exactly what you need to look for to make your decision before voting this weekend. And it's coming from the English language debate. This is the one video you need to share, the one video you need to watch before you vote. Let's go. Welcome back to Bakes on Things Daily. This is the Weekend Brew, and we didn't do an episode yesterday so we could prepare for this episode. We are taking a look at the English language debate and what went down, and we are going to give you exactly the time points to watch, because today we're talking about the hows of the ideas, and this is where you need to form your decision, Canada. It's about the hows, so let's talk. And what I mean by this is that the hows matter more than ever. What you may not be hearing on mainstream media, what you may not be hearing even on other podcasts, is one of the most important points you can possibly look for when making an election decision. So if you're sitting on the fence, or if you are even looking to see if you should flip your decision, this is the episode to watch. So let's get one thing straight. In this election, the difference between empty promises, okay, and real leadership is not just about what you say you are going to do. It's about how you are going to do it. How are you actually going to execute the idea you gave us? And we're going to take a look at the English language debate to see if that was there. And really, that's where this English language debate absolutely separated the adults from the amateurs. Because while every leader got their chance to pitch their vision and every leader pitched ideas, Pierre Poilievre actually showed up with the plans, with the how. And the mainstream media didn't even talk about it. Because Mark Carney, he showed up with platitudes and no roadmap. And I'm going to prove it. Let me show you exactly what I mean here. First, let's talk about Pierre Poilievre. And let's talk about the 28-minute mark where I'm going to show you Pierre dropping a bold idea on housing affordability. So what he says there is eliminate the GST on new homes under $1.3 million. Sounds good, right? But here's the key. He also told us the how. He said this would directly reduce the cost to build and sell homes, spurring development and helping first-time home buyers. He even mentioned removing gatekeeping red tape at the federal level and tying federal funding to actual housing completions, not bureaucratic excuses. And that's how you lead. You give the what, but you also give the how. So let's, by contrast, take a look at Mark Carney. And we don't have to go much further in the debate to see it. At 33 minutes, Mark Carney talks about tearing down the interprovincial trade barriers. Great idea, Mark. Every economist agrees. But what's his plan? Silence. No mention of constitutional issues. No strategy to incentivize the provinces was ever mentioned. No reference to previous failed attempts at this. He just says it'll magically happen if we elect him, but no how. That's not leadership. This is PowerPoint politics. I'm going to tell you the idea so you like it. I'll worry about the how later. That's not leadership. Back to Pierre. Around the 49-minute mark, Pierre is asked about economic growth. What was his answer? His answer was fast-track energy approvals. Build a national energy corridor. Let Canadians produce and export responsibly, even talking about the environment. He explained how we can't build anything in this country because of federal regulations and how they are a disaster. And he promised to tie infrastructure dollars to permit reform. Again, another idea that came along with the how. Canada, this is so important when deciding. Is there already a how, or are we going to slap something together? And now we contrast that again with Mark Carney at 56 minutes. Here, he was talking about being a crisis manager and steering Canada through tough times. He says it like it's on his resume, like it's a resume line. But what's the plan? How will he stabilize inflation? How will he reform spending? How will he encourage investment? He has not given us any of that. Nothing, nada, just nice words and a crooked smirk. Now, if this is starting to sound familiar, Canada, it's because it's very familiar. You see, we used to have a prime minister named Justin Trudeau, and this is JT all over again. See, if you remember, Justin Trudeau in 2015 was all about sunny ways, bold ideas, promises for everything under the sun. What he didn't have? A plan. He did not have a how. So everything got slapped together last minute to fulfill a campaign line. And that's where everything fell apart. His housing strategy was rushed. His gun policy, completely botched. Carbon tax rebate, does anyone still understand the math behind all of that? No, still confusing. And now here comes Mark Carney telling us, don't worry, I'm not Trudeau, while repeating every single mistake Trudeau made, starting with giving Canadians big, shiny promises, which again, people are falling for, but with zero execution plan. Mark Carney is Justin Trudeau 2.0. All he has is a LinkedIn profile and a resume. It's just so important when you think about voting this weekend, or if you choose to do it on election day, to think of this truth. Canadians don't need another idea machine. We tried that in 2015 and lost a decade because of it. We need a builder. We need a doer, someone with a blueprint. Pierre Poilievre has the blueprint of what he wants to do. He's out here telling you the what and the how, which is so important. And whether you agree with every one of his policies or not, you cannot deny he's showing his work in his math. Carney, he wants you to just trust the guy behind the curtain again. We've seen this before, and we've seen this movie. Don't fall for it. Again, nice ideas are only nice ideas unless they have a plan and they have a how, and we have not seen any of that. If you're tired of leaders who talk a big game and then disappear when it's time to actually deliver on that game, you'll need to share this video. Hit the subscribe button and let's get loud, Canada. We must get this out there. The how matters the most, and Canada deserves much better than Trudeau 2.0. Have yourself a wonderful holiday weekend. Go line up at those advanced polls. Enjoy the time. Make sure you do vote. Be safe out there with your families this holiday weekend. And if you don't vote this weekend, please, for the love of all things Canadian, vote on April 28th. We'll catch you next time.